Good morning, children. Very good morning. Just now you have completed the second periodic test. I hope you have done well. Let us continue with our topics. There are two chapters left over in economics. That is money and credit and globalization of India. So this class we will discuss about money and credit. In this topic, money and credit, the following points will be discussed. One is introduction, and how can you say that money as medium of exchange and double coincide, modern forms of money, currency, deposit with the banks, and water check. Children, we will discuss about the following points. The topic is money and credit. As you know, money is most essential for our life. Without money, we cannot purchase, we cannot produce, we cannot manufacture, we cannot transactions, we cannot exchange the goods, the products, everything. So whatever you want to do, money is very essential part. So here, money, even if you want to buy, you are going to the market, you want to buy certain things, certain goods, money is required. Right? In olden days, we have seen money, they have been used as olden days, in ages, grains, cattle. Instead of currency, they used to use grains and cattle as a currency, and they used to purchase the things. That is how they have survived in ages time. Thereafter, slowly coins has introduced. These coins has introduced. Gold coins, silver coins, copper coins. These coins has been introduced till the centuries. After the independence, so in our Indian government, so currency has come. Currency means rupee. As you know, rupee is very essential. The currency has introduced the form of rupee or paisa. So this money is very essential. So it has been intermediate thing for the exchanging of the goods. This is how the importance of money. Even you see, money as a medium of exchange, how can you see? Because without money you cannot. For example, the person producing wheat is cultivated, a farmer producing wheat, a cobbler producing or manufacturing leather shoes. If you want to buy a leather manufacturing fellow, he cannot buy. So what he do is, he want wheat, and the wheat producer, he want to buy a pair of shoes. So there is no money. What to do? For understand each other, by coincide each other, they used to exchange the items. So he gives some portion of wheat, and the same value he take the shoes or some other crop. So these two people should have understanding, coincidence. That is what is double coincidence. That is what is called as a double coincidence. So without paying money, without giving money, people have, by understanding, they can exchange the products each other. That is what is called as double coincidence. That is what is called as a double coincidence. So this is how money they have been using. Interactions takes place each other. That's why you can say money is a medium of exchange. Right? Now come to the double coins that we have seen. Yes. Now you see modern forms of money. Yes. Modern forms of money. Yes. In olden days, as you said, just now I said, in the ages together, they used to use cattle, grains as a currency. Thereafter, coins has introduced. Their currency has come. That is the rupee. Modern forms of rupee. So this rupee is very, very important. Because this rupee, only the central government, the Reserve Bank of India, RBI. You can say RBI. What is the full form of RBI? Reserve Bank of India. RBI. RBI stands for Reserve Bank of India. So this RBI has to introduce this currency. It is a central government. Only central government through RBI has to introduce this currency. No individual, no organization cannot introduce this currency without permission of the government. So that is currency. Okay. This is how. No other individual cannot introduce. This only has to introduce RBI through the central government. No other organization does not have right to introduce this currency. Because it comes under central government. There are certain rules, legal rules you have to follow. Right. So coming to the deposit in the banks, how the people are being depositing in the bank, money in the banks. Yes. As you know, children, everybody having account. I hope all the children, all the cadets, we have independent account. SBI, Syndicate Bank, Grameen Bank, Baroda Bank, any bank account. Are you having? Yes. Why? Because once if we have the account, we can deposit our amount in the bank. What purpose? Security is. So, because of the security, we can deposit with the money in the banks. One side if you think it is security, another side what happens, whatever amount you are saving in the bank, depositing in the bank will pay some interest to you for the depositors. Bank will pay certain amount to the depositors. So you will get interest also, at the same time there will be security in the bank. Thefting problem, stealing problem. So we all these can overcome. We can overcome these problems. By keeping the bank, your money will be safer. At the same time, you will get some interest. Right? So that is the purpose. That is the reason why most of the people are depositing, securing the money with the banks. That is what is depositing with the banks. Money depositing with the banks. Depositing with the banks. But one thing here, there is a difference. Whatever amount you are depositing with the banks, they are giving less interest as compared to the people who are taking loans from the banks. Those who are borrowing money from the banks. Banks are not meant for only deposits. At the same time, banks also gives loans for the people, loans for the business people, loans for the educated people, loan for the commercial people. There are people who takes loans, borrow money from the loan from the banks. When the bank is sanctioning the loan for a particular individual, bank will recharge a higher interest. What they are paying to depositors. Suppose I am depositing money in banks, they are charging, giving interest 8%. At the same time, when the bank is giving loan to the people, they are charging 12%. If we see the difference, deposit interest and borrowing money from the bank's interest, there is a difference. So that difference is a beneficial or profit for the banks. That is the main purpose. That is how banks are getting the source of income. That is how banks are getting income through these sources. Right? That is depositing in the banks. At the same time, banks also issue the checks. Banks also, not only banks taking money or depositing, at the same time, when the depositors are depositing, and as and when you want money, you can go to the bank and you can withdraw the amount from your account. There is no restrictions. That is what for banks are established. Not only we are securing the amount in the banks, at the same time, whenever you badly need amount, you can go to the banks and withdraw the amount from the banks. At the same time, even checks. Banks also issue checks. What is check? Let us come to here. What is check? I think you might have seen the children. Check. How many have you seen? Check. Fine. Check is a small piece of paper. Check is a small piece of paper instructing the bank who is having a account, and from that account whose name check has been issued, and whose name the check has been issued. That is what is called as check. Some people issue the checks. If I want to pay the amount, is the money, I'll give a check. So I am donating 50 lakhs of rupees for flood relief. No? That is check. The check is a small piece of paper instructing the bank to pay a specific account from the person whose name the check has been issued. That is what is called as check. Clear? Children? Check. So these are the very important points which you have to learn from the topic. One is money. What is money? How it is important money. Now coming to the how money as a medium of exchange. Then what is coincidence? Double coincidence. Here double coincidence, that means you can say the barter system. You can say here barter system. Barter system means exchanging the goods, exchanging the products by each other, by understanding. I am supplying wheat production and he is supplying shoe production. I am supplying rice and he is giving wheat. Exchanging the products without paying money. So here intermediate is interaction. Money is interacting. Intermediate transaction between the two people. That is what is called as a double coincidence. That means without paying money, people are exchanging the things among the two people. That is what is called as a barter system. This system, the barter system which has been, it was there earlier days. Without paying money, people used to exchange the products each other. Barter system. Now coming to the modern forms of money, yes. Those days people used to use the money by using the grains or cattle, coins. Then recently, after getting the independence, this currency has been introduced by the RBI, that is central government. So this currency has to be introduced only the central government, as I told you earlier. No other organization cannot be introduced. No other organization cannot be introduced these currencies. Is only to RBI with the permission of central government. Then what is check? Clear? This is, children, what you have to learn from this topic, that is money as a credit. Thereafter, we will continue with these things. After this, then continue with these loan activities. Following this, second one is loan. Before taking this, we will give you few examples. How people take the loans from the banks. We will continue with the next topic. Next class, I am going to say. Is it clear? Any doubts in this topic? First one is money. How important is money? And how can you say money as a medium of exchange? What is double coincidence? That means without money, without paying money, without interaction with the money, people have been exchanging the products each other and for their communities. We can say that double coincidence. And modern forms of money. How the money has been forms of money. That is currency. What is currency? This currency is introduced by the RBI. RBI through the central government. No private organization or no individual cannot be introduced this. Right? Then how people have been depositing in the banks. Day-to-day life you have been seeing thousands of people, number of people go to the banks, depositing with the banks and borrowing money from the banks for their communities. By depositing, we can secure the amount, we can get the interest. It is a beneficial profit for the depositor. When person borrowing money from the bank, it is also helpful because he can look after his communities by taking the loan, by borrowing money from the banks, and he can look after. But only thing is, the banks normally charges more interest than the depositors. That is the only source the banks will get the profit. Clear? Coming to the not only banks gives the money, deposits or demand drafts or this thing. In the form of checks also you can give. Or you can deposit in the form of checks also. Right? What is check? Check is a small paper. Check is a small piece of paper instructing the bank to pay the amount, a specific amount from the person whose name check has been issued. Whose name check has been issued. That is what is called as check. Is it clear? Then we will continue the next class.